Hey guys, I have this outline that I got when I visited a church years ago, and I love it. The preacher did such a good job painting a target of the removal of obstacles for people that want to grow and advance and excel, the removal of that which hinders us. Increased love. Number 3, spiritual growth as our target. Number 4, God's perfect will as our main aspiration. And number 5, all of this with the end in mind, that we have just this window to grow, to develop, to advance. And the goal of a believer, according to Romans chapter 8, is to conform and grow up in Jesus and conform to his image. And like the famous, what would Jesus do? Kind of in his steps, a novel was written years and years ago, and the author failed to secure the copyright. And so people began to print it, and, it distributed so vastly that the idea was, what would our community be like if we all asked ourselves the question, what would Jesus do? How it retrained people's responses and thinking. Would Jesus flip out? Would he be angry? Would he be lazy about this? Would he not care? Would he not have empathy? It's a great target, and removing the obstacles. I remember one time I was working at a store, and this guy was going door to door witnessing. And he was just freshly saved. And he was a tough guy. He was a man's man, tough guy. He told me the story. It cracked me up. I was going through Bible school. I was younger than him. He was in a particular denomination, and he and I fellowshipped about the Lord while we were, on our breaks and stuff. And he said he was witnessing to a guy, and the guy cussed him out and started to slam the door. And he put his foot up. He told me he put his foot in the door and it stopped. And he said, I just want you to know you should be glad I'm a Christian, because before I was a Christian, and then he said that wouldn't have turned out this way. And he pulled his foot out of the door, it slammed, and he left. And I thought, well, he probably shouldn't have done that. But it was better than what he would have done, but he wasn't quite there yet. And I thought, man, what would Jesus do? And we remove all obstacles, and the next one is the biggie, increased love. In Ephesians chapter 5, verse 2, it says, and I'll just look at it and read it to you so that I quote it properly. Because as beloved children, we're God's children. And the Bible says we're to be imitators of God as beloved children. I'm stalling while I find Ephesians. Somehow I lost it, and it's always in the same place. But here it is. And it says, therefore, be imitators of God as beloved children and walk in love. Love is patient, love is kind, love is considerate, love values others. Love is, man, I don't want to burden this person. I don't want to bum this person out. I don't want to be harsh to this person. It's better than eye for an eye. I was listening to Elon Musk, and I don't know where he's at with the Lord, but he's studious, and he said the things about Jesus turning the other cheek, he said that's better than eye for an eye. So he bothered to read Old and New Testament and to summarize some of the differences of Jesus. Jesus, when he was reviled, he didn't revile in return. And Jesus had backbone galore. In fact, I was watching this actress who does a lot of work, used to with Hallmark and now with another channel. And she's known as a Christian, and she was being attacked on the internet, and her daughter wanted to defend her. And she said, no, don't do that. It'll just make it worse. And the daughter said to her mom, you don't have any backbone. And she said, first it bothered her a little bit, her young daughter telling her that. She said, well, actually, I do have a backbone. And it takes more backbone to walk in love and be meek and turn the other cheek than it does to defend yourself, retaliate, because it'll just get worse. So Increased love, the love walk. Study 1 Corinthians 4, I'm 13, 4 through 8. Meditate on it. Put your name in it. When it says love, say your name and then say is patient. At first, it may be a little bit like, well, but it'll help you raise the standard. Going into 2025, into the new year, whenever this is played, it could be 2035, but target removal of obstacles, increased love, spiritual growth, God's 100% USDA choice, perfect will, and all with the end in mind. God bless you.